You're in the news. Berkshire Hathaway is in the news again because you just exercised those warrants for Bank of America Merrill Lynch. Tell us about that. Obviously, it's a great deal for you. You made a lot of money off the stock, but also a fair amount of the dividends over the years. You're getting 6% interest on the dividends. Why did you exercise it, and how does it fit to your overall investment philosophy?
Well, we exercised because the dividend we will get now, the Bank of America has increased their common stock dividend, and now we will get, well, what, $280 and we will be getting $30+ million more annually from owning the common and the preferred. And we'd had announced that if the dividend on the common got to where it exceeded the dividend on the preferred, we'd exercise our warrants. So it was fairly automatic, and now we'll hold the common.
But is this consistent with your overall philosophy of finding a really good business over a long period of time, management you really believe in, and investing in it, or is this more just the deal?
No, it is management we believe in and a business I like. I mean, I followed the Bank of America since I read a book on it 55 or 60 years ago called The Biography of a Bank, and it's got an amazing history. And they got in trouble. They made acquisitions that, particularly countrywide, that caused them a lot of trouble. And so they were in significant trouble. But that's like a great athlete being in the hospital for an accident. I mean, it takes them out of action for a little while, but you got to get them back in shape. And I came in at a time when people were particularly critical of the institution and to some extent the management, and I believe they were wrong. So I actually got the idea in the bathtub one day in 2011, and when I got the office, I called Brian Moynihan, who I'd never met before, the CEO, and we made a deal very quickly.
Bank of America, more than most banks, is really dependent upon the rates. The rates go up, they make more money because they're really in the retail consumer banking business. Is your investment here saying something about where you think that is going? Not really. I mean,
although you're right about what you say, but they're doing fine currently. They had a lot of troubles from the past, and Brian went through those one by one, and some of them were very expensive to solve, some of them were very time-consuming, but I knew he'd get the job done. And it took years. I mean, it's a very tough job, but they are a retail bank, compared to a J.P. Morgan or something. It's quite an institution, and it will do better earnings-wise if rates do move up. But it's doing pretty well now, and it's been doing better quarter by quarter.
So you own, I think, something like 7% of the shares now, common stock, right? Take us out 3 years, 5 years. Is it more likely to be 10% or more likely to be 3%?
Well, I think it's very likely that we don't sell any, and they have had a history of repurchasing their shares. So our 7% or whatever the number may be now, might be a touch less than that, that it will go up if they repurchase more shares than they issue, which I think will be the case. So I would guess our percentage interest would be higher 3 years from now, but that would be because of their repurchases.